different conditions, different situations, okay? The first one that we learned was zero conditional, if you remember. But the zero conditional refers to an advice, okay? If if it is a fire, I don't run. If there is an earthquake, I listen to the advices, okay? So when we have a condition that is totally real, you are going to answer with a totally real activity because it's a fact. Then we work with the first conditional. It's a possible condition. If it rains, this is the condition. And we have the result. We will use our umbrellas. Okay? And we have the second improbable condition, secondary conditional. If I won the contest, I will be rich. It's totally improbable. And right now we're going to work with an impossible condition. If I were a bird, I will fly away. So the four conditionals are different. The zero conditional is an advice. The first conditional is a possibility. The second conditional is totally improbable condition. And the third conditional is impossible to happen. Okay? Because we cannot change the past and we cannot do anything totally different. Yes? Okay. So what are going to be here? The four conditional sentences that we have already learned. Possible, totally possible. If I do my work, I will get paid. Okay, I have a cause and an effect. Improbable. If I had the money, I would buy a boat, but in your dreams. Okay. Impossible. If you had studied more, you would have passed the test, but so sorry, you didn't do the activity on time. And with no conditions is the zero conditional. If I get very sick, I go to a hospital. When? When I get very sick, I go to a hospital. Okay. These four conditionals is that you have already learned through these different courses. And we are going to practice right now the third conditional. Okay. Any doubts so far? Children, any doubts so far?
No.
No? Okay. So please do me a favor. Copy this slide into your notebook because this is going to be one of the evidences that you're going to upload to the platform today. And please, as we needed to check what is going to happen here and how do we practice this conditional, could you tell me the meaning of this in Spanish for the sentence that we have in the first conditional? Eduardo Hernandez, could you translate, please, the sentence number, the first sentence in the first conditional?
Am, si hubieras estudiado más, hubieras podido pasar
No,
el
what a second.
examen.
First
Ok,
conditional. If I
y
do my homework, I get paid.
ok. Si hago mi trabajo, ¿me paga?
Eso es condicional cero. Ese es el problema que tenemos y que se los hemos explicado desde las condicionales. Hablamos mal el español. Si hago mi trabajo, me paga, está mal. Porque no lo hago ahorita y no tengo resultado inmediato. La verdadera traducción, y como deberíamos hablar bien el español, es: si hago mi trabajo, me pagará. I will get paid. ¿Sí? Ese es el problema que tenemos con las condicionales. Nosotros jugamos, acuérdense, jugamos mucho con nuestro idioma y lo hacemos como queremos y lo traducimos como se nos da la gana. Pero una verdadera gramática me pediría que hablara correctamente y sería: si hago mi trabajo, me pagarán. Es un futuro. Hasta que termine mi trabajo, me van a pagar. Entonces no puede ser presente, tiene que ser futuro. Eso es lo que vamos a ver ahorita. ¿Ok? Precisamente ese tipo de significados que de repente no manejamos bien en español. Pero eso es común. Eso es porque nuestro idioma es muy rico y se adapta perfectamente a todo. ¿Ok? Thank you very much, Eduardo. Viviana, could you help me with number 2? Please give me a translation for the sentence: if I have the money, I will buy a boat. Viviana is not in the classroom. Okay. Let's see. Ruben Salas. Is Viviana is not in the classroom. Ruben, could you tell me the meaning?
Si yo tengo dinero, podría comprar un bote.
Si yo tengo, no. Ok. A ver, no, no hay problema. Recuerden que es que eso es lo que quiero que chequemos ahorita. Sí, ya sé que estamos muy acostumbrados a hacer la traducción, pero ahorita la vamos a hacer bien para que quede clara la tercera condicional. La segunda condicional sería, if I had the money, past tense, I will buy the boat. Si yo tuviera, o sea, el had está en pasado, no en presente. Entonces no es si yo tengo el dinero. Si yo tuviera el dinero, compraría un bote. ¿Ok? Es algo que no tengo, por lo tanto es improbable como resultado. ¿Ok? Entonces la traducción sí me afecta un poco más aquí. Okay, let's continue with the next one. Ivan Alvarez, could you give me the translation for number 3? Impossible. If you had studied more, you would have passed the test. ¿Cómo quedaría en la traducción, Iván?
Si hubieras estudiado más, ¿tú habrías aprobado la prueba?
Exacto, es el famoso hubieras. La
Ok.
tercera condicional es el famoso hubiera. O sea, lo que no va a pasar jamás. ¿Sí? Lo que ya no me puedo ni arrepentir siquiera porque ya se acabó. Es lo que nosotros en español decimos, el bendito hubieras no existe. That's the third conditional. Okay? So let's continue with the meaning of each one. Miguel Jimenez, could you tell me the meaning of the sentence, if I get very sick, I go to a hospital? In
Ya.
Spanish,
Si yo estoy muy enfermo, yo voy al hospital.
yes, this is a zero conditional because it's totally something. This is totally real. Okay, I have a cause and an effect. Okay, so in English we have four conditionals. They are similar to Spanish. In Spanish we have conditional sentences too, but we sometimes don't practice them or we sometimes don't use them very uh, every day or normally because we always work with the ideas or we always play with different situations. That's the reason we don't pay attention that we have conditions. Okay, but that's the meaning of if. When I get very sick, I go to hospital. So we are going to practice these structures in the different slides that we have here. Okay, what is going to be the grammar structure for these ideas? The first conditional is if plus simple present plus future. It doesn't matter that is will, going to, or present continuous. If I do my homework, I will get paid. If I do my homework, I am going to get paid. Okay, so this is going to be any future tense. Second conditional, if past simple, good and the verb. If I have the money, I will buy a boat. And third conditional, if plus past perfect, will have and past participle. That's the reason it's very important to learn by heart the verbs because you're going to practice the past perfect and the past participle of the verbs on all the situations. If you had studied more, you will have passed the test. Okay? Any doubts so far? Perdón, volteé la diapositiva y no les pregunté. ¿Terminamos de copiar esta diapositiva?
Sí.
¿Sí? Ok, ahora sí, perdón. Estas son las fórmulas. Ayúdenme y copienlas también. Y me avisan porque creo que me fue muy rápido y se las cambié. Ready?
No.
Okay. Okay. Let's please tell me, no? Okay. And we could continue. Yes. Again, we need to practice the formulas of conditionals, and we need to contrast the third conditions here that we have. When we talk about first conditional, we have something, an idea that is in present, and a result that it will be in future. Okay. We have if the idea, and of course we have something that is real and possible. In the case of the second conditional, we talk about an activity now, okay? It's not necessarily an idea that I did in the past. It's something that I am talking about in present, but I refer to the activity in past. That's the reason the result is going to be a probability. Probably never happened because I cannot change the past, okay? And in the case of the third conditional, yes, is something different. This is a joke. Pay attention to the conversation between the boy and the girl, and that's the reason we use third conditional, okay? If I had known you had a boyfriend, I wouldn't have invited you to the dance. But he didn't know. Why he didn't know that? Why? Any clue? Any idea? Why he didn't know that she had a boyfriend? What he could do to know that she had a boyfriend? Ask a question. You should have asked someone. You need an advice for a past situation. Okay? So that's the situation that we sometimes happen or suffer when we talk about the third conditional. We need to ask. We need to pay attention to the advices that we have, and we are going to check that you should have done. Okay? And we have this grammar structure should have done because done is the past participle of the verb. You should have asked, you should have answered, you should have made a question or etc. So the verb done represents the past participle of the verb that we need to use in this situation. Okay, so we're talking about this. The second conditional sentences that we were working that week expresses an unreal situation about the present. Yes, pay attention to the examples. If I was in trouble, I will come to you for help. In the case of the third conditional, sentences express an unreal situation about the past. If you have told me about your problem, I would have helped. Okay, and we are going to pay attention the differences with this. In the case of the second conditional, we remember that the formula is if plus past simple plus good and the verb. In the case of the third conditional, we are going to use a different formula. If plus past perfect, good plus have plus the past participle of the verb. Okay? And we are going to use the modal verbs again because the modal verbs are going to help me how are we going to work with possibilities. And the possibilities are expressed with might and could. We work together with the modal verbs. Do you remember? Yes, when you were in the fifth quadrimester, we worked together together with might and could because we review the modal verbs. Okay? And we have here two different sentences. Peter, Pete shouldn't have stolen the money. Is this a good advice? Did Peter steal the money? Yes. Okay. How can we know that he stole the money? Because the regret or the sentence that he had should have done is referring to the activity in the past. Okay. Pete shouldn't have stolen the money. Okay. Why is very important to work with the third conditional? These sentences are from a job interview. Okay, you are going to find sentences like this in a job interview, and you needed to complete these sentences with your own words. Okay, pay attention to the ideas, and you have 8 minutes to try to complete at least the first three sentences together. Yes, and we are going to check what could happen with sentence, this conditional sentences completion. Because when we answer these sentences into a job interview, the people could check what is going to be our personality. If they could trust in us, if we could have a very good um, development in the company, if we can work by pressure, if we can have and decide and we can work by teamwork, and we can take good decisions for the company. Yes? Okay. So please do me a favor, copy these sentences in your notebook. Okay, and you're going to have 8 minutes. And we are going to work together with the first three sentences. The rest are going to be answered alone. Okay? Yes, teacher. words to complete this conditional that we found in a job interview. Okay. Could you give me, let me check somebody who is going to help me. It says, Luis Angel Sanchez, could you complete sentence number 1? If I went abroad for my next holiday,
I could take a lot of photos.
okay, I could take a lot of photos. Okay, so let's see. Diane, sentence number 2. If someone stole my car,
I will report in the police.
again, I will
Reporting the police.
repeat the sentence, please.
If someone stole my car, I will report the police.
I will report it to the police. Okay, okay, that's correct. Yes. Okay, sentence number 3, please. Villarreal Tobar, Eric. Eric, number 3.
Ahí voy.
Mhm.
I wish I did never lost so much.
I wish I would never
Lost so
love
much.
lost a match.
Yeah.
Okay, sentence number 4, please. Jael.
Sí, bueno.
Mhm.
If I decide go out this weekend, I probably will spend my money.
I will probably spend my money. Sentence number 4 is in first conditional. Is present and future. Sentence number 4 is first conditional. Okay?
Sí.
So, sentence number 5. Javier Hernandez. English will be easier to learn if. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. No, number 5. Most people will be happier if. No, which people? Which people? Estamos hablando de toda la gente en el mundo. Tú no puedes puntualizarla. Most people will be happier if. No, no se hace. Sería, dice sería. Muchas personas serían más felices si. If coronavirus haven't existed. No, but this is a problem. Just no. Mire, okay, most people will be happier if the coronavirus wouldn't existed. It could be an idea, but it's something that is. Esto es crónica de una muerte anunciada. Okay, so that's the idea that we have. It means that you're worried about that. Number 7, please, Monica Giselle.
Sim, if I could have any job in the world, I would be an artist.
An artist, okay. Let me see. We skipped number 5, Karen Elizabeth. Number 5, please.
I will study daily.
Read the sentence, read the complete sentence. English?
English will be easier to learn if I will study daily.
diary, okay?
Ah,
Or essay, okay? Yes, thank you very much. Let's see. Brandon Garcia, number 8, please.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
if I won a lot of money, I would go buy a house and a car.
Okay, we'll buy a house and a car. Diana, number 9, please. Diana is here?
Diana, yo?
Yes. There is no other Diana here. Number 9.
Okay, if someone pays me a compliment, I usually me perdí un poco en esta, profesora, no supe qué condicional es.
It's first conditional. Pays me. Simple present. If someone pays me a compliment, I usually is simple present.
Okay, if someone pays me a compliment, I usually will appreciate it.
I usually receive it. No, it's going to be zero conditional in this case.
Okay.
If someone pays me a compliment, I usually receive it, or I always say thank you, for example. Yes. Rafael Mejia, number 10, please.
If I could meet some famous, sería, sería if have a represent of city.
If I could meet someone famous, what would you do?
I sería I have a represent of city.
I have no. It could be if I could meet someone famous, I will talk to him, or I will talk to the representative of the city, but it's going to be in will have. Okay, so these are the sentences that we found in a job interview. Right now we have another exercise. Okay, please do me a favor. Scan this exercise, take photo, print a screen, because this is one of the activities that you are going to answer alone, and you are going to upload to the platform to practice the third conditional. You're going to complete the sentences with the correct form of the verb from the box, okay? But pay attention, if the sentence has a plus, you're going to write it into affirmative. If the sentence has a less, you're going to write it into negative. And you're going to choose any one of the verbs that we have here to answer this exercise, okay? So please take a photo of it. Print a screen, because you are going to copy in your notebook, okay? You needed to copy by handwriting in your notebook. The idea is here to continue with the class. Even though we're going to lose a lot of time and we need to work together with the book. Yes, so this is going to be a homework to practice third conditional, to copy the sentences in your notebook and to complete with the correct option. Ready? You finished to copy the sentences in your notebook? Perdón, ¿ya le tomaron fotografía para que las copien después
Yes,
en
teacher.
cuaderno las contesten? Okay. Because we need to go to your book, okay? The name of the classes this week are my uni regrets. Okay, why are we going to talk about this? Because every time that we work and that we talk about university, sometimes we have a lot of regrets. Okay, we had a lot of things that we could change or that we could work or do differently if we knew a lot of things when we arrived to the school. Okay, so you are right now you are in university. Will it be in a different way, in a different town or a city? What will you study? Of course, I know that you are studying computer systems. Yes, I know. But if you could do something different and if you could choose a different major, which major you will choose? Okay, that's the most important question because we need to pay attention that something could change. Okay, in our uni regrets. What do you think are the advantages or disadvantages of studying away from home? Imagine that you had a scholarship and you could go to Spain to study university, or that you could go to Paris to study university. Okay? Please pay attention to page number 35 in your student book, and we are going to listen and read the interview on page 35, and we are going to answer the questions later. Okay, first, please listen this.
Teacher, ¿le podría subir un poquito, por favor?
Perdón, sí, es que no lo habilité, permítame. Ya está.
Sí se escucha, pero muy bajito.
Sí, es que no lo tenía habilitado. Va,
Unit 10.
ya quedó.
Gracias.
Exercise 2.
Olivia,
I'm from Elba, an island off the coast of Tuscany in Italy. If I had known it got so cold here in the winter, I would have brought warmer clothes. I am struggling with the coursework. If I had started studying in the first week of term, I wouldn't have had so many problems.
Juan,
I'm from Spain, and I wish I'd found out about cultural differences before I came. If I had asked questions in class, I would have learned more quickly. My bike was nicked. If I hadn't left my bike unlocked, it wouldn't have been stolen.
Kayla,
I'm a bit shy. I wish I'd joined more clubs at uni. I would have made more friends. Going out is so expensive. If I had taken a part-time job, I would have had money to go out with my friends.
Michael,
I'm skint. If I hadn't spent so much on CDs and concerts, I wouldn't have got into debt. Also, I haven't got anywhere to live yet for next year. If I had started looking for a flat in the winter, I would have found one by now. I wish I'd known how great skateboarding would be for getting about campus before I bought my bike.
Okay, they are different university regrets, things that they wish they could be different, okay? Because it's the end of their first year at university and they are asking, what do you wish you had known, okay? Children, you have 2 minutes and answer this question, please. What do you wish you had known before you were in the 8th grade of the university course studying computer system engineering? What do you wish you had known? Or what you had known for the major, to study in this major that you are studying right now? Or what do you wish you had known to study at UBAM? You have 2 minutes to write a kind of long answer to try to explain what's your opinion of that. Yeah, no, yeah, I'll answer to me later. Here, Cassandra, what do you wish you had known?
I would like to know about how programming can help humanity. Humanity.
I would like to know about the programming.
Bueno, ¿cómo puede ayudar a
No,
la
okay,
vida?
that's correct. Only please repeat your answer. That's correct. Repeat your answer. I would like to know
About how programming can help humanity.
and help humanity. Okay, so let's see. Programming different things. Okay, because you're going to program them. Okay, let me see. Somebody else. Diane, what do you wish you had known about university? Diane. Okay, you think that Diane is absent right now? Okay. Let me see somebody else. Somebody that could give me a different. Okay, Arturo, what do you wish you had known?
Okay, if I had known that studying computer systems engineering were sometimes boring, I would like to study graphic design or another. Ay, se me olvidó cómo se dice materia. Eso no lo apunté.
Another subject, no? Or I remember, I remember that you wrote about that to study to music production, no?
Yes.
In the in school, I know school because I know somebody that studied to be a music producer in Mexico City. I think that because you have interest in that type of things. Okay, let me see. Eduardo Isaac, what do you wish you had known?
I wish I would know that I have to study a lot for my exams.
Okay, yes, we needed to practice a lot for exams. It's in all the majors, all the subjects, all the schools. Okay, let's see. In exercise number 2 on page 34, right now we're going to listen again and you are going to read the interview. Please to check the names of the people that is doing this activity. Okay, so we're going to listen again and we're going to answer exercise 2.
Olivia,
I'm from Elba, an island off the coast of Tuscany in Italy. If I had known it got so cold here in the winter, I would have brought warmer clothes. I am struggling with the coursework. I wouldn't have had so many problems.
Juan.
I'm from Spain, and I wish I had found out about cultural differences before I came. If I had asked questions in class, I would have learned more quickly. My bike was nicked. If I hadn't left my bike unlocked, it wouldn't have been stolen.
Kayla.
I'm a bit shy. I wish I'd joined more clubs at uni. I would have made more friends. Going out is so expensive. If I had taken a part-time job, I would have had money to go out with my friends.
Michael. I'm skint. If I hadn't spent so much on CDs and concerts, I wouldn't have got into debt. Also, I haven't got anywhere to live yet for next year. If I had started looking for a flat in the winter, I would have found one by now. I wish I'd known how great skateboarding would be for getting about campus before I bought my bike.
Okay, right now, please could you tell me who wishes he hadn't bought a bike?
Michael.
Michael. Who regrets not bringing more winter clothes?
Olivia.
Olivia. Who wishes he
Juan.
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 one, yes, of course. Who wishes she'd started studying earlier
Olivia.
in the year? Olivia. She'd done some part-time work.
Ayla.
Kayla. Okay. So it means if you pay attention to this idea, they are talking about regrets, different regrets that they have here. Okay. So in exercise number 4, we are going to pay attention to the interview again, and we're going to match the sentences halves. Okay. You have 2 minutes to do this. Mm, Okay, ready? Let's see. It's going to be very, very easy to check this. Yes? Okay, number 1. If I had known how great skateboarding was,
Letter B.
I wouldn't have bought my bike. Number 2. If I had started looking earlier, sorry,
I,
if I hadn't, uh-huh.
I will have found a flat by now.
Yes, I will have found a flaw by now. This is letter D. Number 3, if I had joined some clubs,
I will have made more friends.
yes, Carla said that. Letter E. Number 4, if I had found a part-time job,
I would have had more money.
I will have more money. Yes, this is letter A. Number 5.
I wouldn't have.
Yes. People at least around us. And number 6, if I hadn't left my bike unlocked,
It couldn't have been stolen.
stolen. Thank you very much. Yes, let's see. Okay, so they are different regrets because they expressed different regrets. What is happening here in this grammar structure? We are practicing third conditional. Okay, and we have this formula that we have already checked into the PowerPoint presentation. And remember that we use the third conditional to talk about results that are impossible because it's too late. For that reason, we have to express regrets. How do we express a regret? We use wish plus the past perfect to express these regrets into the past. It doesn't matter that the idea is in present, that you express the intention in present. This is a regret because that's something that happens in the past. Okay? It says we have the example, I wish I joined more clubs. They cannot change their present. That's the reason they are going to have a regret right now. Okay, so please let's pay attention to the next idea. It says we need to match the verbs with their definitions, and we're going to listen and check. We have different verbs, okay, and we're going to have a definition with each one of them. The definition are here. These are the definitions because they are phrasal verbs or multi-word verbs. These ideas are going to be the definition for these verbs. It means if you look in the dictionary, these expressions, the meaning is going to be this or this or this or any one of them, okay? Because they express the same idea in a different way. Yes? You have 2 minutes, try to match them in the correct form.
Exercise 6.
1. Call round means visit. 2. Get about means go from place to place. 3. Get into debt means owe money. 4. Find out means discover. 5. Look after means take care of. 6. Look for means search for.
Okay, do you get them?
Yes.
10. Exercise 6.
1. Call round means visit. 2. Get about means go from place to place. 3. Get into debt means owe money. 4. Find out means discover. 5. Look after means take care of. 6. Look for means search for.
Okay, so the words that we have in the box are called phrasal verbs or multi-word verbs. Remember that we use a phrasal verb or a multi-word verb when we make a combination of the verb and prepositions, and they have a different meaning. Okay, and for that situation, we have to get the idea with a different intention. So that's the reason we're combining these two different things, the modal verbs and the action verbs that we have here, the phrasal verbs. Okay, in exercise number 7, we have a similar exercise that we got in the PowerPoint presentation, completed sentences, completion of the sentences. And that's the idea, to complete the sentences with as many ideas as we can. Okay, so we're going to add a post-it or copy into the notebook because you're going to upload to the platform these exercises on pages number 34 and 35, and you're going to complete the sentences, okay, to check what is the idea that you could give to use them. Yes, for example, if I got up earlier yesterday, I would or I wouldn't have what? What? Please brainstorm. Could you tell me? If I got up earlier yesterday,
Maybe I will have finished my homework.
yes, I will have finished my homework. Could be excellent. Another idea, somebody else. If I had enough money last weekend, if I have enough money last weekend, I what? Somebody? Any ideas?
Maybe it could be I will buy some clothes or I will go to a club. Maybe.
Yes, I could go to a club. It's a nice idea. I could go to a club. Okay. If I haven't felt well today, for example, I wouldn't understand the third conditional. If I hadn't felt well today, I nobody, my goodness, victims, so victims. Monica, if I hadn't felt well today,
I I I would have gone to doctor.
okay, I would have gone to the doctor. Let's see. Then I 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4. That's number 4. Okay, let's see. It's if I hadn't met my best friend, lady, long time no see. Please, if I hadn't met my best friend, lady, no, she's absent again today. Okay, let me see. I know somebody else. Okay, Juan Pablo. If I hadn't met my best friend,
I will be sad.
I would be sad, yes, because he's my best friend. And the last one, Diane, if I had been born in England,
I won't speak English.
I will speak perfect English. Yes, of course, perfect English. Yes, okay. So this is it, children. So the activities for today class, of course, are the evidences of the PowerPoint presentation, the photos of the pages number 34 and 35, and please try to practice third conditional in page 108, and you are only going to answer exercise 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this is it. It means only the first column of the book. Okay, so allow me to show you this. So in page number 108, no, my goodness, I wrote in the wrong way. This is it, okay? So this is the page. On page 108, you are going to answer, please. Exercise 1 is very short, it's very easy, okay, only a matching. Exercise 2 is very easy too, only to choose the correct option to practice third conditional. Exercise 4, a little bit long. You are going to write sentences with the information that we have into the third conditional. And exercise number 4, make third conditional sentences, okay? And this is it. These are going to be everything that you're going to upload to the platform this week, okay? Any doubts of our children?
No, teacher, thank you.
No? Okay, so this is it. I hope that you could practice third conditional, and please, if you have a doubt, ask me. Next week we are going to practice it, okay? Because remember that we are making small exams to try to continue practicing the ideas and not to get any confusion, okay? So it's nice to see you again, and please, let's take care of yourself. Let's go to have a very nice and delicious dinner, and see you later. Have a nice afternoon.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. See you later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Gracias.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye. Take care of yourself.